Murcia, Spain, October 10, 2025. Storm Alice left the most complicated weather conditions to hit the regions of Murcia, Spain late Friday night. A storm core located north of the Campo de Cartagena region dumped the heaviest rainfall recorded during the day, accumulating up to 70 liters per square meter in less than an hour upstream of San Javier, more than 150 liters in 12 hours, and 30 liters in 20 minutes in Postrasvase, Torre Pacheco. This amounts to severe flooding in the San Javier district. The overflowing of the Postrasvase canal as it passes through this area, and the intrusions of water into several streets in Los Alcázares due to the collapse of the municipality's perimeter canal and the water carrying the Maraña ravine. This active area, which lasted several hours between Pilar de la Horadada, southern Murcia, San Javier, Torre Pacheco, and Los Alcázares, began discharging much larger amounts of water, forcing the General Emergency Directorate to send ES alert messages warning of the risk of the flooding in the Cobatillas, El Albujón, and La Maraña ravines. The latter channel was the first to suffer the consequences of these recent rains, with up to 30,000 liters per second flowing into the Mar Menor. This caused the ravine to overflow in several streets in the Horadada residential area and the municipal sports center as the D7 canal could not handle any more water. The Alcázares City Council urged the populations to stay at high altitudes in their homes in anticipation of the arrival of water from higher areas of the municipality. History is repeating itself in a town that last night saw emergency services once again broadcasting warning messages through the streets of Ground Zero, the area hardest hit by the flooding and its surrounding areas. The mayor of Los Alcázares, Mario Perez Cervera, urged residents to take self-protection measures in homes and businesses from early evening. An hour later, the floodwaters were flowing more strongly upstream of El Mirador, where the Cobatillas ravine originates near Suchina. This caused the saturations of the transfer canal as it passed through the several agricultural areas in the district. The mayor of San Javier, Jose Miguel Luengo, explained on social media around midnight that some streets in El Mirador were impassable and warned that around 2 a.m. the floodwaters would impact the centers of San Javier and Santiago de la Ribera. After midnight, emergency services and law enforcement agencies were trying to contain the flow of water in urban areas to prevent serious damage. The Mar Menor is the target of the immense amounts of water that has fallen in Campo de Cartagena, an unstable ecosystem where the consequences of such an influx of the fresh water mixed with sediments and nutrients will be known in the coming days. The State Meteorological Agency IMET estimated this Friday afternoon that the risk of significant accumulations of water and flooding would continue throughout yesterday, but lowered the warning from the red to orange in mid-afternoon due to a slight improvement in the forecast. At any moment, a significant amount could fall at some point because they are very efficient storm structures, with a lot of humidity in the lower layers of the atmosphere. Juan Esteban Valenzuela, IMET delegate in Murcia, explained to local media.
Que mucho ha crecido la agua ahí en la Rambla, madre mía, wow. Yo venís desde el gimnasio ahí la Torre, y ahí en la redonda está policía local.
The rainy morning affected La Manga, Cabo de Palos, and the entire Mar Menor coastline, along with the city of Cartagena due to the intense rainfall caused by Hurricane Alice. The red warning resulted in accumulated rainfall exceeding 150 liters per square meter in this area, although it increased throughout the afternoon and evening, and more than 100 people had to be evacuated as a result of the flooding and upwellings recorded in some areas of the Campo de Cartagena region.
Y sí, ahí está. Se está pasando.
The first wave of the storm arrived with a storm front that reached the southern arc of the Mar Menor, where up to 40 liters of water accumulated in just 1 hour. This forced the Cartagena City Council to order the evacuations of all those at the Villa's Caravaning Campsite, Playa Honda, and the Bahia Bella residential area on the border with the municipality of Los Alcázares and the mouth of the Albujón ravine, due to accumulated water and runoff. This also forced the evacuations of the village of La Algameca Chica due to the rising waters of the Pilar ravine, which also forced the Navantia office to end the workday earlier than expected. Around 70 of these residents were relocated and treated at the Cabello Visa Sports Home. In Los Alcázares, about 20 elderly people were also taken to the Los Norejos High Performance Center as a precautions. This entire area, as well as San Javier, Los Alcázares, and Torre Pacheco at night, was the hardest hit in the regions by the mesoscale convective system, a series of large storms that make landfall from the Mediterranean. In regions such as Vega Alta, Vega Media, and Guadalentin countryside and the coast, despite having an orange warning for significant risk of the rain and flooding, no significant impact was recorded from the storm, although it did rain moderately.